Morning, guys. It is Thursday morning. I have just got my coffee and I'm about to go into the gym after I drink this, but I thought I would start a little vlog here and chat to you guys while I have my coffee. I am a coffee as pre-workout girl and I always have my coffee at home, but we ran out of coffee beans, so I thought I will go get a little coffee and then I'll start this vlog here because it's been a second since I picked up the camera. But hold on, taste test, live taste test. Yeah, good shit. I don't know about this lighting. Give me a sec. Okay, I don't think I'd moved that at all. I wish you guys could see how compromised my camera is right now. It is in the most compromising position. So if you go down, you go down, and I can't do anything about it. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, so I got my coffee and I thought I would start this vlog because it has been a second. And the reason for that is because and I was thinking about this, I've had some very busy weeks, but simultaneously very boring weeks. And then I was like, actually no, I've been doing a lot of stuff on the weekends with my friends and with crews, but I've just literally forgotten, mainly, but also have just been like so in the vibe. I need to remember that I want to do YouTube. I feel like that is such an old person thing to say, like, I'm gonna do YouTube. Anyway, I need to though remember that I want to upload on YouTube. And so Christina, you can't just like not really be bothered to film if that's a goal that you have. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's why today I was like, no, let's pick up the camera. And the other side to that is I have been so busy throughout the weeks with work, particularly when Cruz has been away. Like I have been like on the grind for pretty much like every day of the week, like including the weekends when I'm not out with friends and stuff, because I have a new business, passion business, launching officially this month. And I'm not too sure how much I have spoken about it on here, but that's kind of another big reason why I haven't been filming throughout the days is because they're so repetitive. Like I literally get up, go to the gym or do my movement of some kind, come home, eat my breakfast, and then get to work and like am on my computer or creating stuff. So two parts to that. I was like, how much do you guys just want to watch the same shit every day? Like that has to be so boring. Then also there's been a limit to how much I can actually show you because nothing's launched yet. So it would literally just be like me on my computer or like in my house creating stuff for the business and just like, here we are again. But then in the same breath, I love to watch like vlogs where it's like nothing's really happening, but I just like the person. So I don't know, but I'm committed to picking up the camera again. So I'm acting like I've been gone for like years. It's been about 2 weeks, but I'm back for another little mini vlog. So I'm thinking I just want to take you guys along and I'm just gonna let it be boring. Like like I said, I love consuming content from people that I love consuming content from, who they might not be doing anything exciting, but they just film their life, and like that's kind of what I want to do. So that's the plan, and I'm just gonna let myself be okay with the fact that I feel as though what I'm filming might be boring and just do it anyway, because if I'm trying to make my life exciting for the sake of filming, I'm never gonna fucking film, because I'm just here to film my life away. And all the little bits and bobs in between. So this morning's agenda: go and train, obviously have my coffee, go and train, and I have lower body today. So my current workout like routine split, if you will, in the gym is 4 sessions a week, 2 upper body, 2 lower body. I program my own sessions, so I just program them in Trainerize for myself. So that is the app that I've always used. So like you can't see, but I just program in my workouts. So I train 4 days a week. I've also incorporated 4 stepper sessions a week, just for like to get my heart rate up a little bit, and then steps obviously every day. So that is all I do. Very basic, but it works for me. It's how I've trained for years. I definitely had like a training slump, if you will, at the beginning of the year for months. Like I'm talking 3 to 4 months, and I was still doing the things, but just like I feel like I just kind of lost my passion to like be in the gym and to be training, like weights training. And I think that's firstly so normal, and so many people that I know have experienced that this year as well. So I'm like, what's in the stars? What's in the sky? It's just okay. Like, and it's just okay to let yourself shift and like still move your body in a way that feels good for you in that season, and just not attaching forever to how you're feeling in that moment. That's something that I say all the time. It's like, don't attach forever to it, because it's not going to be there forever. But I think, and I've even experienced it, like, oh my God, like I don't want to go to the gym anymore. What's going on? And it's like, no, just relax. Like, you're just having a moment and you just wanted to shift up the way that you trained. And like, again, I was training, but it's just like my heart wasn't in it, you know? But I feel like now I'm definitely back in that vibes of like loving my training and stuff. But my knee is giving me some grief. So long story short, I used to play basketball. It was like my entire life for 13, 14, 15, like many years, from like 7 to 19. And I, quick math, maybe 5. Anyway, and when I was 15, I did my ACL. And then when I was 17, I had rehabbed that ACL. So I think it was my right one that I did first. And then I rehabbed my ACL. And then when I was 17, I came back and did my left ACL. So I was playing for like maybe a season in between before doing the second one. And then after rehabbing that one, I firstly had a lot of fear, like, to be honest, to play again because of the recovery time, the pain, just like the way it impacted me physically and mentally, just like being taken out of my entire identity. Like, I had such an identity crisis after that, because basketball was my entire life, and I really did believe that like I was going to it be my career. Like I like, in the most least wanky way to say that, like I really yeah, like that was my thing. That was who I was. That was what I was going to do. And then I did my knees, and like, it was just such a identity crisis for me for so long, and just like so much grief, so much pain, so much all of the things, which like that might be a story for another day. But long story short, my left knee, I just feel like it never fully rehabbed. Like, it did, but I feel as though, and that's definitely like a fault of my own, like I feel like because I was feeling so defeated with like being taken out again, and being at a point in my like career where that was kind of like where you're going to decide if you're going to quote unquote pursue it and make it or not, and like that, yeah, whatever. But I feel as though like I just didn't rehab it the same way that I did my right, because I was just like fucking down in the dumps, you know? And like, don't get me wrong, I rehabbed it really well, but it was like more so the point of me like, well, I'm not going to play again though. So like that kind of mindset. And yeah, I like right before we left to move up to Queensland, so beginning of May, I was at my gym just in Adelaide, and I was squatting, and I just like kind of felt something funny with my knee, and I was like, what is that? And it was like, okay, like I stopped training, and it was like really sore, but I was like, oh no, like, well, it can't really be anything, because it was just like an up and down motion, whereas typically ACL comes from like a shift and like a twist of the knee, like foot planted knee twist like moment. So I was like, oh, it can't be anything like that. And then it's just really been giving me grief, and it kind of stopped giving me grief. And then I was training, and I feel as though potentially I just loaded up my legs maybe too much to what I was used to. Like, I don't fucking know what's happened. I don't know what's happened, but it's just given me some grief, and I'm just like very scared that it is something similar, like meniscus vibes. Because when I did my ACLs, I did the full shebang, like ACL, MCL, like whatever they called. I don't even know what it's called, like everything. Like, it was a full thing. And it kind of feels a bit similar, which kind of scares me. So I have been a little bit hesitant with my like leg days, but of course, like, I'm going to go and see a physio. Like, I need to get this looked at properly, because it was kind of like got better, and then it got worse again. And like this week especially, and like, it's just pissing me off, to be honest. So resistant towards it, which I know is so bad. Like, I need to just go and do it, but I'm so resistant towards it because like I'm so scared that it's going to be what I think it is, but I don't think it is. But I don't know, like, I'm just so resistant. And Cruz is just like, you need to go get it looked at. Like, how long can we complain about it, you know? Like, that's where I'm at. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, kind of sad, kind of whatever, but doing what I can. And it's just like the part of me that's like Google physioing myself. I'm like, no, you just need to like build up strength around the muscle. Like you just need to build up the strength around it, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you need to go to a professional. So anyway, that's my little ramble. So yeah, plan for the day anyway is to train, do my steps, do my little stepper. It has been raining all week, like all week in Queensland, pissing down. You know when it's like kind of raining but you can still go for a little bit of a walk like in the pockets of no rain in the day? That's not happening right now. It is raining 24/7. I think it's meant to clear up like tomorrow and the weekend, which is stunning. But I have been trying to get like all my movement in the morning because well, if I can get outside and walk the dog, I will, but it's like bucketing with rain. So I don't really want to come back to the gym and use a treadmill again later, just like to finish off my steps, because I don't want to drive like back to the gym to do that. It just seems pointless. So I like to do majority of my like movement in the morning and then go home, and then like I just kind of finish off my day moving around the house and like getting shit done at home. Yeah, that way I can go home and just like get stuck into work and feel like, okay, cool, you've done your thing, you've done your things. My food shop, I did it yesterday, so that's going to come today, which I just do it for a week on the Thursday because Cruz's work swing falls that way, so he comes home typically on a Thursday or a Friday, and that's kind of when I do our weekly shop for. He's just gone back to work, so it's just me for 2 weeks. Rest in peace. He's gone for 2 weeks this time. That's okay. He was home for 4 days and then he's gone again for 2 weeks, which just kills the soul, but it is what it is, and he's such a king for just everything. Like literally, I can't say it enough. Still do it like weekly, and I have been really intentional with that. You can potentially hear the rain. I've been really intentional with that, where I used to be so bad for just like not really thinking about what I was going to eat, but just buying what I knew would make meals throughout the week, which always worked perfectly. Like I always had enough food for meals and stuff, but then I would get to the end and have waste, and then I would use the waste for like however I could, but then sometimes I just couldn't because it would like go out of date or like whatever. So I've really been intentional of actually planning out what I'm going to eat every night, lunches, breakfast, like all the things, which I used to do a lot of, but then I just like kind of stopped doing it, and I just started YOLOing my food shops, and I'm like, no, like let's actually just know what you're having for dinner, and so that way you can just buy what you need and not buy. Is this car gonna reverse into my car? Kind of looks like it is. Kind of looks like you are, sir. Stop that. Yeah, like actually buy it. Like breakfast and lunches, I'm usually good. Like I'm usually really on top of that. But dinners, I'm like, YOLO. I was like, no, let's not do that. Let's actually get it clear on what you need, get what you need for it, and then, you know, you're done. I think that's kind of all I need to update you guys on. That's all for now, and I'll speak to you guys again later. Doesn't look as bad as it is right now, but she's raining and I actually need to walk over there, and I actually didn't bring a jumper, so that's fun, but I still got a little bit of my coffee to drink, so we're gonna drink her, and then hopefully there's like a little gap in the rain and I can scoot over. Okay, we are home, and by we I mean me, myself, and I am absolutely starving, so I'm going to make some breakfast, and then I have a very exciting parcel that I get to open, and I'm going to show you guys because it's business related, but by the time this goes live, I think that enough beans will have been spilled regarding the business on Instagram and stuff like that, so it won't be like a secret anymore. And if it is, well, you get VIP insight if it is, but I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'll show you what I have, and then we are going to open the parcel and then get into the day. Feels clean for me. So let's have breakfast and then we're gonna get into it. So I have just made my breakfast. Now, something that I wanna say. I posted this to my Instagram the other day and I got absolutely rinsed in the DMs because everyone was like, you're actually psychotic. Not this specific variation, because I'll tell you what I added to the one that I got rinsed about, and you know what? Valid opinion from everyone who was like, you're actually crazy. But firstly, what I have is very simple. Don't knock it till you try it. And this breakfast keeps me full for hours and like satisfied. Like I've got energy. My brain is thriving, and it's just the best. It's just the best breakfast. Literally just extra lean beef mince with heaps of salt, pepper, a little bit of chili flakes, avocado, salt, I'm a salt fiend, and honey, organic honey, and that is it. Honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, that can't be a vibe. But it absolutely is. And then I always have some fruit. So I've got some strawberries that I'm going to have after I eat this. The other day, because I saw someone do this and I don't know who did it, but I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot because this combination in itself is so good. And I saw someone add blueberries to it. Yes, I know. Blueberries in the same bowl. This is what I got absolutely fucked up about in my DMs the other day. Lovingly. Everyone was like, you've lost the plot. And it tasted so good. What I will say though, everyone was correct. I do like this variation better without the blueberries. And I like my fruit separate. I've learned that. It tasted so good, but it's something about like I'm a very texture kind of person. I spoke to this in another vlog. The dog's going crazy. I think my food shop is here. I spoke to this in another vlog, but I like get the ick with texture. Eggs, for example, I'll go for like weeks just being like, I literally can't eat an egg because I got the ick. And then when I make them, I have to have them a specific way because it's like, I like the runny yolk, but then like I cannot be having that on the fork by itself. And then sometimes, I don't know, I just get weird about it. So the texture of blueberries in here, the taste was good. The texture, I just couldn't get past it, you know? So the staple, the OG, fruit separate, but you know what? I might keep you guys on your toes and add some blueberries another day. So that is that. I'm going to eat this now and then we are going to open that parcel together, which I'm very excited about because it is the last piece to the like business vibes that I have launching next week, which I'm very excited about. So we're going to see it together in real time, but I'm going to eat this first and then we're going to get on with our day. And hopefully that is my food shop that just got delivered, which means we can kind of go through what I have for the week as well, because it is the most simple like food shop ever and it's going to last me until next Thursday, hopefully. So I'm going to eat this and then we're going to get on with the day. Okay, I don't know about anyone else, but my cat is an escape artist. Like a literal escape artist. Anytime that this door opens up, Rizzy. Anytime that this door opens up for the dog to come in, she yeets out there and then she just like hides in the bushes. And I'm like, well, you've got a good life here, doll, but if you think it's going to be better out there, give it your best crack. When we have breakfast out there, we usually let her come out and roam. We have family days out there, family breakfast dates. But, you know, you're made for the indoors, doll. You're made for the indoors. So, anyway. Okay, so I'm now in my office. I don't know if this lighting is the best, but anyway, we're gonna have to work with it. So I'm gonna actually show you my bookshelf as well in a second, but let's open the parcel. The cat, before we get into this. Yeah, she's an escape artist, but her name is Rizzy. I feel like I've introduced her maybe on here, maybe not. Her name is Rizzy, short for charisma, because when I was younger, we adopted a pug and her name was Rizzy, short for charisma. And I'm just like, if that's not hilarious, I don't know what is. And it's also just so iconic. But then turns out my best friend, her nickname is Riz and also Rizzy. So I'm like, sorry for naming my cat after you, but equally I didn't. But equally, you've got the same name now. But like both are queens, so it works. Anyway, let's open this package and then I'll also show you a little bit of an office tour because Cruz, I like to say Cruz and I, but really just Cruz, has renoed it and I love it so much. I love it so much. So I'm so excited for this. It's like, hopefully it's not anticlimactic. I actually need my phone to show you something as well, but oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Wow, so many layers. Excuse me. What is that? Oh, they look good already. Oh my gosh, I love them. Okay, let me go get my phone because you'll see what I need it for. Okay, oh my god, I'm so excited. So, where do we even start? So, I'm thinking like a proper kind of sit down and fill you guys in on what is coming with the new business and stuff like that. But there are a few different elements to it. So it is no secret, the new business that I am launching / like page, because I'll explain. It's the Nourishment Project, and like I said, I will do a sit down video and kind of just speak to like the story behind it, but it really has been a full circle moment for me. I've been on Instagram since 2016 on the account now, Christina Harvey, and there's been definitely like evolutions within that page over time, but something that has remained so consistent is I have just always shared my passion for wellness, for mindset, for particularly health and food and nourishment, and my own journey with that. I've had such a journey with my body and my relationship to food and just all of the things, and that has just come such a long way, and I really am just at a point now where I feel so good in just all of it, and I'm just so passionate about it, and I'm so passionate about creating recipes and just sharing my knowledge around things and really educating people around the fact that there is no one right way to eat or nourish yourself, but it really is a journey of knowing yourself deeply and knowing your body and knowing what you need best and what you, like how you need to eat and train and move and live to best support yourself. And simultaneously just like, eating to feel good, like not just to get a physique. And like I'm all for that. Like I'm all for having like goals that you want for your body and wanting to push yourself and wanting to look incredible. Like I think that is just such a beautiful thing that we all get to strive towards if that's what we want. And of course everyone's definition of that is so different. But in the same breath, and like this is really again from my own experience, there's such a difference between eating just to look good and eating shit that actually makes you feel depleted and lethargic and have brain fog and all of these things, as opposed to eating really well, nourishing foods, nourishing your body to, yes, like hit your physique goals, but also to feel really incredible on your way there, right? And for me personally, I had such a journey with like only like if it fits your macros and like eating all of this artificial shit and like, just eating foods because I could, because it, fit into my macros for the day, or because, I could still eat all of these foods and still lose weight. And it's like, yes, absolutely. But how do you feel when you do that? And don't get me wrong, I'm all for balance. Like I'm all for enjoying yourself. I'm not about restricting foods. I'm thinking that that's what you need to do to reach your goals. Like absolutely not. But in the same breath, like I think that the health and fitness industry really does people such a disservice by selling this story of you can eat whatever you want in order to like lose fat, which most people market to that, right? Like lose fat, get in shape, tone up, whatever. And you can eat Oreos for breakfast. And it's like, yeah, you can, but how do you feel? Because you'd feel fucking shit. Like lovingly, you would feel so lethargic and just all of these different things where it's like, people don't know how good they can feel when they nourish themselves properly, right? And like, there's just so much to say about it. And I love how I'm like, I'm just going to sit down one day and tell you. And then I'm like, yep. But anyway, that's like 1% of it. But another element of the Nourishment Project is product, a little something. And they are my protein ball range. So this is a range, like a business that I had prior to pivoting more so into coaching, which I, again, like I said, I've definitely come back full circle. Like this is my shit. This is my jam. But when I tell you these protein balls are life-changing, they are life-changing. I can't even tell you how many testimonials I have and just like people that rave about these and like, stay humble, but equally rave worthy, they're called the tastiest balls, which I just think is so fun. And the tagline is like the best balls you'll ever have in your mouth. And I'm like, if that's just not iconic, I don't know what it is. But my inspiration for this range was to really make like delicious protein balls that A, don't taste like shit, but B, don't have a million different ingredients in them. And don't get me wrong, there are two especially of these protein balls that are more bliss balls, so they don't really have too much protein. They're more bliss balls, but they're also like more like treaty, like they do have some little treats in there that aren't natural, and like that's perfect because it's all part of the brand. That's what I preach. But they are very minimal ingredient, whole food ingredient, and delicious protein balls that actually taste so good. Like, they don't taste like protein. You know, protein balls where you're like, ew, these taste like cardboard, these taste like protein. Like, I actually know, like, I can tell this is like a quote unquote like health food. These protein balls, they taste so bad for you, but they're not. Like, that's the vibe. They taste like, fuck, this has to be so like quote unquote bad for me. And there's no good or bad, like, you know, don't come at me, you know what I mean? But they are incredible, and I've taken inspiration from them, from like my favorite chocky treats and like people's favorite indulgences. So we've got Oreo, Biscoff, fruit choc, Snickers, berry choc, and then I also am going to be doing like a flavor of the month, which is going to be like Nutella, mint choc chip, others that I won't yet release. But yeah, this is like something for them, which is really, really exciting. And I have put so much work into the Nourishment Project. I've built out a website for it, for the protein balls. So the Nourishment Project is like the umbrella, but then there's different things under that umbrella, which this is one of those things, the tastiest balls. And I've built out a website for them, and I put so much time and effort, like especially over the last 3 months. Like, I feel like I've just been really, really, really grinding on this project, and I'm just so proud of it. And this is the last little piece of the puzzle. So it's just like a little thank you card, obviously, to go out. But then what I've done is I've got like meet the balls, so it's like got each of the flavors on there. I'm not sure if you can see, but then I also have a little QR code here, which I have created a breakdown of like all of the ingredients in the protein balls, all of the macronutrients, all of the calories, like all of the things, so that if you want to know what's in them, you can, and you just click on there and it takes you straight to 1111. It takes you straight to the page. So I will show you a quick intermission, because I had to pay for that, because I thought that you could just like make a QR and then it was a QR, but like what you actually have to do is pay to have the QR active, which is so fine. It's like $50 a month. But now I can show you. Now I can show you. Okay, now you'll be able to see. Oh my God, I love it. It takes you to this, which I think is just so fun. So I've got, yeah, like all the nutrition, all of the protein balls, all of the ingredients. Like, I'm just so proud of it. I'm just so proud of it. I put so much work into this, and we officially launch next week. So the Nourishment Project page is launching on the 22nd of August, which is next Thursday. And then only people who are on the VIP like email list will get access to the Tastiest Balls website for the first week, and then we officially launch these to the public on the 29th, which is the following Thursday. So it's the final little grind. I have a couple little last things to like figure out with the website and stuff like that, but honestly, the amount of attention to detail that has gone into this project, and just like, it's been something that I've really taken my time on, because I wanted everything to be perfect, and I wanted everything to be just like automated. The systems are in place, everything is beautiful, the balls are elite, and it's just like so many little things like this, for example, that, you know, I could get away with not doing and it would be fine, but this stuff's important to me, and I'm really, really proud of this product, and I'm really proud of this adventure, and I just can't wait to share it with everyone. So I'm going to now sit down and do a little bit of work, but I will show you my bookshelf firstly, and then later I'll do like a little bit of an office reveal vibes, because I want to do some work, and then I'll do the fun stuff. But I absolutely love these. I absolutely love them, and I just cannot wait. Also, $55, like, you know, it's nothing. $55, it's nothing, but like $55 a month for a QR code just seems random, doesn't it? But also, we love it. We absolutely love the little bits and bobs. So if you have followed the Nourishment Project, send me a DM about how you're feeling, because I'm feeling excited and I want to hear from you guys, especially if you are a returning customer from the first bowl launch. And if not, the Nourishment Project on Instagram, please go and follow, because I'm just so excited to build out this community, and there's going to be so much value over there for you guys, and I cannot wait. So that is me. Intermission. I haven't done any work yet, but my groceries got delivered, so I thought I would show you what I got. So I made a little decaf, which was for my work stint, but now we're doing grocery haul. I'd love for this to be caffeinated, but like I said before, I ran out of coffee at home. So I got decaf though, and I actually am like certain that the placebo effect is what gets me, like not the actual caffeine. So I'm like, let's have a bit of a placebo coffee moment and let's get some shit done. But I'll show you what I got. Okay, well, actually, I didn't say this yet, but I personally am one of those weirdos who actually loves the act of going for a food shop. Like, there is nothing I love more than putting my headphones in, getting my little trolley and walking around a shopping center or a food store and market and whatever, and getting my groceries. And that's what I love to do, because we've got a fruit and veg market like right next to Woolworths, which is where I get like the majority of our other stuff, and usually get my fruit and veg obviously from the fruit and veg market. But for convenience sake today, I chose to prioritize my time elsewhere, save up my enjoyable stroll around the shopping center. And you know, that's one of those things where it's like, it's not about not having time and like using not having time as an excuse to not do things, for example, but it's more so I just question, you know, where do I want and need to prioritize my time today? And today especially, it wasn't doing a grocery shop, it was getting my stuff done for the day and having my groceries delivered, which is a slay. So what I got, like I said, very, very, very basic, but it's just me and I eat very basic. Do I need to charge my battery and then show you? I'll go switch it over. One sec. Okay, we're back. Also, I can't be the only person on YouTube, I mean, of course you're not, dolls, that like puts your camera in some compromising positions. Like right now, I'm like, I actually should be taking more care of you, because you're on like, he's on a water jug, on a stand, a bit unstable, aren't we all? And you could go anywhere any second, but that's okay. We're gonna do a quick grocery haul. Very little to be excited about with this grocery haul, because I'm a very minimalistic girl. So we have gluten-free bread. Breakfast for me, it's kind of like, let's just see what I want on the day. But I usually rotate. At the moment, I'm loving my mince. I like to have very, very high protein and high fat breakfast. That just makes me feel my best. It makes my brain operate the best, and it just really supports me throughout the day with my energy and stuff like that. So I haven't had like eggs on toast for so long, and I don't know if it's because I got the ick, but also eggs don't have that higher protein, so I like to have minimum 3 eggs with my breakfast. But even then, if I have eggs, that's only like 22 grams of protein or something like that. So I like to have more towards like the 30-40 gram in the morning. I think my breakfast this morning was like 40, 50, maybe, like the mince obviously. Anyway, don't know why I told you that. Bread, I'm gonna be mindful of not giving like context to everything that I buy, because that's what I always do. And then we're here for like 50 minutes, which no one needs. So I got the chili honey. You know, how hot are we talking? Because I don't do incredible with spice. I like a little bit, but like if it's hot, we might have a problem. But I got that to try. So potentially on my eggs, on my mince, corn thins, because I have corn thins with honey for pre-workout. Cucumber. Something to note is that I still have food in the fridge, and I have quite a bit of veggies and fruit in the fridge. So I didn't get some today, but I've got like carrot, cucumbers, some like leafy greens, capsicum, stuff like that in the fridge already. And then some strawberries and blueberries, because I get them always from the fruit and veg market. So I'll always get just like 3 to 4 punnets at a time, and then go back when I want to go back, because it's just around the corner. So I got some baby spinach, zucchini, 2 avocados, because I already have 1.5, grass-fed butter, which I'll just like cook anything really that I cook in this, or extra virgin olive oil, but I love this butter. So this is the West Gold grass-fed. You can just get it from Woolies. Some broccolini for salmon bowl, mushrooms, and then I got some ham. Very random. So this is another food for me where it's like, I'm not having it often because it freaks me out. I used to eat it all the time. Like back when I was just like a macro calorie kind of girl, like I would just eat ham on corn thins. I swear, like I was under eating severely. I gave myself the ick, but I want to make protein pizzas, not protein pizzas one night for dinner. And what I've decided to do this like week is, of course, when I'm by myself, like I can just buy food for one night of dinner, but then that will always do 2 serves of dinner, if that makes sense. And like I mentioned before, I think breakfast and lunch I like to keep very similar. So I'll have meal prep for lunch, and then breakfast is just very easy. But then I always love something a little bit different for dinner. So what I bought will give me like 2 nights of the same dinner in a row, which feels super clean for me and delicious. So I'm gonna have pizza one night, which I've got some gluten-free pizza bagels, which is pizza bases in the freezer, which is the Toscano brand. So I've got 2 of them in the freezer, and then I've got ham, so that will be 2 nights worth. And then I just like pack it with heaps of veggies. I usually put chicken or ham. I'm a bit weird with chicken. I like it on pizza, but it just gives me the ick very quickly, and I can't, like, I try to enjoy it. Like sometimes I'll make like a chicken pesto pasta, which is good for about 3 days if I meal prep it, but then after that, there's just something about heating up chicken, even like 2 days, heating up the chicken and the taste of it and the texture, and just, I don't know, it just gives salmonella all the time for me. So I'm weird with chicken. So I decided to have ham and veggie pizzas. So there's that. 2 beef rump steak medallion, salmon, which I've already got in the fridge, which I have like a dill and mustard salmon, which I do salmon bowl, so rice, bok choy, another green, and then just like some chia seeds, and that's pretty much all that I have for that. Avocado, and then pizza, steaks. Yeah, so like it doesn't seem like much, but that's actually gonna do me for the week. What do I have in this bag? No, I've already shown you that. And then this is just 1 onion, and then shampoo, conditioner, and toothpaste. So literally nothing. But when I tell you guys, like I've also already got mince in the fridge, which is going to be my meal prep. So I just have like this like taco rice bowl thing for lunches, with just like literally rice, mince, and some veggies. Like that's it. But I'm a very simple girl, and I love this kind of food. Like I just love to eat this way. And I think something as well that I want to just like normalize is you can actually enjoy eating boring, and that be a choice. Like, you know, when people just think that like if you eat boring, you're like restricting and blah, blah. And I'm like, no, the food that I eat is delicious. It just seems boring because it's predominantly, well, really, it's just whole foods. And we've just normalized like whole foods not tasting incredible, but they taste incredible when you cook them right. Grass-fed butter is the slay, and yeah, it's just how I like to eat. Something else that I note too, when food shops like being super expensive and stuff like that, it is when you're buying lots of packet stuff, and like there's nothing wrong with that. Again, I'm just all for eat, buy, do like what works best for you. But when you're buying a lot of like packet foods for, you know, like high protein like snacks or bars, or you know, like pudding, or like whatever the things are, that is actually going to cost you a lot more than what you could do just like eating whole foods, and you'll still hit your goals and you'll feel a lot better for it, you know? So that's just my 2 cents for the day, and I'm going to put this away and now get into work. So okay, hi guys. So firstly, do I look a bit disheveled? I don't know. Either way, I'm just editing this video, and what I've realized is your girl, I mean, it's not news, but the girl can talk. And I'm at about 40 minutes in, and I've edited as much as I can, and all I do is talk in this vlog. And I thought I was pretty much like wrapping up the vlog, and then I just found like another literal like 30 or 40 minutes of content. And you know, whilst I love and appreciate if you've gotten this whole way, I don't think it would have, you know, made sense to have you sitting down and listening for another 40 minutes of me literally just telling you my life story. Of course, that means I didn't get to show you my office, which the content's here, but like we need to stop it here. So with that being said, I think I still will go through the rest of the content that I have from this day and potentially do just like a little mini 2.0 day in the life with me, and then take you guys through my bookshelf slay and my office and all of those things as well. But yeah, I'm going to end this vlog off here. If you did get to the end, thanks for watching, love you so much. And it is officially 2 days until launch for the Nourishment project. I cannot wait. I love you all. Thank you for your support, and I will speak to you in my next video. Bye.